Hey guys and Merry Christmas. In today's video I'm going to be whacking this load of decorations on this tree. So if you want to see the end result and how I got there, get yourself a drink, get comfy and let's get to it. Firstly, I'm sticking on my favourite Christmas movie and now I'm good to go. So I always start by getting out my picks and trying to fill out the tree by adding those on. So you'll probably see me put one on and move it around a million times before I actually get happy with it. The actual tree we've gone for this year, we've actually gone artificial. We usually get a real tree, but you can't usually get it up as early as I'd like. And we just wanted one that we could keep forever. So the one that we're using here is the Cox & Cox indoor-outdoor pre-lit tree. I got this on the sale. And it actually did have a little bit of damage, so I did get a further reduction on that. But it is the pre-lit tree, which makes it a lot easier because my least favourite job of the Christmas tree is getting all the fairy lights round and getting completely tangled up. Right, you're all busy, it's Christmas time, so let's speed this up and I'll start putting on more picks and just bulking out the tree. This one is from HomeSense. A lot of my picks either come from HomeSense or The Range. So just finishing adding off on those, adding a couple of the smaller ones to the top just so we can bulk that bit out as well. And now when I'm putting on the final one, it is time for whatever they're called. So these are actually from an Etsy seller who I absolutely love. I've got a few decorations from there, so I'll link that below. I believe they're called Ivy May. And there's another one over there. Bauble time. So I start with the bigger baubles and add it towards the spine of the tree, just again to help bulk it out and give that colour. And also these ones are glass, so if they get hit by a dogtail or a stray toddler, they don't just smash everywhere. I know you're meant to just put the bigger ones at the bottom, but actually I prefer to add bigger ones to the top as well and smaller ones to the bottom because I'm a rebel. Quick zoom in just to see how we're getting on and see where we need to add. Still a lot of work to do. Once I finish with the bigger baubles, I move on to more of my decorative baubles just to make sure they're spread around. These ones are from Garden Centre. And again, it's just to make sure that the focal ones are just kind of spread out and catch the eye. These ones are from HomeSense. I absolutely love these. I'm just about to get frustrated with the way that it drops and I'm going to take the ribbon off and just add in some wire. It just gives you a little bit more control. If it's hanging a little bit too low, you can put it just obviously hand it a bit more to the closer to the branch. It's a good thing with an artificial tree as well, as you can maneuver the branches around a little bit to kind of suit what you need. Not gonna lie, I spent a couple of hours hanging baubles, so I actually am gonna edit out a load of just me walking to the tree and fiddling. So this is another John Lewis decoration that's a few years old, just whacking it on there. Let's see how we're getting on. Quick look up. As you can see, I'm starting to add a little bit more and bulk it out a bit. I'm having to kind of focus a little bit on the back of the tree as well because this year we actually have windows to the outside, so you can see the tree from the outside as well. So I'm having to kind of just rotate and put that on. Little star. Never too many stars on the tree. My overpriced Zara home bauble, but okay, it looks good. That's fine. Chuck on a few pine cones. Can you spot them? Can you spot them? Now I'm just adding some of these to the top just to kind of juice that up a little bit. So I don't actually put a star hanging on the top of the tree. You'll see in a minute. So I'm just adding a few extra bits around there to bulk that bit up. You will be able to see the top of the tree in a minute when I change the camera angle. As you can see, I'm a little bit vertically challenged and struggling a little bit with that. So just add in some more baubles and just keep standing back and taking a look and add in a few more. Again, more stars because apparently I just seem to be a little bit obsessed with them and can't get enough. These little droplets from Nakuku I really, really like. You don't obviously appreciate them until you get up a bit closer, but they're just a little bit more unusual. I just like the way that they hang, and it's nice just to not just have baubles, as you can see. Actually, I like a variety of shapes and textures on the tree. So we've got a wooden star. Again, this one's from Nakuku. It was just to add an extra texture to the tree. I'm putting a wicker bauble on over there. I was worried it's a bit light, but actually it does seem to work. That is just meaning I'm now going to have to move one of the picks to the side. But how many times do I reorganise the tree? Far too many. I've got the stars on now. As you can see, they're not traditional tree toppers, but I quite like that way that that looks. Have a quick check and see how we're getting on. We are getting there. The end is in sight, which means it is time for the little baubles. Again, most people would just put these on the top, but I actually like putting them in the mix. Can you see them? Can you spot any? Can you spot any? And then for the final bit, I go in with my bulk baubles or the shatterproof ones. These are a really old set I had from John Lewis in a sale years ago. But it's just that extra kind of where I need that extra splash of colour to either offset the red with some champagne or vice versa. And now I'm just reorganising because, like I say, no matter how many times I think I'm done, I can't resist just consistently playing with it. Just the final extra little pieces where I always try and see which more I can squeeze on. And this is just a copper butterfly that I got from John Lewis. Again, that was with the intention of putting on a garland, but I've actually really liked the look of it on the tree. And that's it, I'm finished. If we'll just zoom in and take a bit of a look, I am really happy with it this year. It just feels really warm and a bit like glamorous, but then it also has kind of those just little farmhousey woodland touches that I'm really enjoying. It's just a little bit unique. And I cannot wait to enjoy this for the rest of the festive period. If you enjoyed this video and you like my tree, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great Christmas, everyone.